So we've got ourselves a policy here that we've created, my policy. And now what I want to do is I actually want to start off a scan. So I'm going to go up to the scans button up top. And of course we've got no scans here. So I'm going to add a new scan. And here's where I could actually do some scheduling of the scan. But in this case, I actually want to run now. So I'm just going to give it kind of a useless name, MyScan. And now I've got to choose the policy, and I'm going to use the one that we created in the previous videos, the one that we called My Policy. Now, here's where I can set my targets, and I could set multiple targets. And I could also, right here, I could browse for a file with a target list in it. And so if I had a list of targets in a text file, I could actually upload that here. In this case, I'm just going to use one system, which is going to be my target. So that's really all there is to creating a new scan. We set the scan title, we set the scan type, and I can do a run now, or I could do a template, which allows me to schedule some jobs. And I can do a scan policy. So here's all of the policies that I have on my system. And then finally, I just set my scan target. Now I click Create Scan, and it's going to go create the scan in Nessus. And you can see that the scan now shows up here in the list of scans, and it shows that it's running, and it shows a completion percentage right here. So at this point, we haven't really done much of anything. If I wanted to cancel it, I would just click this X here. That would allow me to stop it. And I've got options up here for pausing and resuming scan, as well as stopping the scan. And I would actually have to click the checkbox over here in order to be able to use options. So when the scan is running, at some point it will start generating some results. And I would go over to the results tab, and while the scan is running, if there's actually any results, they would show up here. In this case, we don't have any results yet, although you can see we've got a listing here for a scan that's actually in progress. So the status over here shows running, and there's the scan, and it will actually show the results while the scan is in progress as it updates, as it actually finds anything that comes out of running the plugins and doing the port scanning and all of the other things. So at this point, the scan is really just getting underway. You can see it's not really doing much of anything. So it's loading up all of the plugins and setting all of the settings and doing all of the under the hood stuff that it needs to do prior to actually doing the scan. So I'm going to let the scan run at this point, and we'll check on it in a little bit and then start reviewing the actual results.